Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Hot Damn Elaine's Crafting. This is somebody who's brand new in the Tuber Chat family with 231 subscribers right now. They're crafting, chatting, laughing, and relaxing on their channel. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We can join them. They're doing a lot of live streaming at least once a week, it seems, and videos we'll be waiting for. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards their next milestone. Thinking about 300 subscribers. Florida Claimers Ted, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. I've got him on the wheel with a bunch of our members early in the door. Home bartending with John, just Jason, Keto, and more, who I'm fully jealous of because I haven't watched the video yet, but I saw that he got a new GoPro Hero Black 12. Likely for Christmas, and I'll be looking forward to watching that video. Don Yarndall's in the house. Silent Silver is also here. Florida Claimers Ted I just mentioned, and Kermidge in Alaska. I see Izzy coming in. My dear friend Corinne's Life is here as a member and a moderator. I'll get her onto the wheel also. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Cool Gamer, good to see you here, by the way. Thank you for coming in. I'll do some more introductions in a quick second. Danny Station, good to see you in the house. We don't drop links here, but thank you for asking. And then, yeah, Corinne's Life is definitely out of the normal area right now. Via Speaks Royally is here. Our thoughts and prayers, of course, are with Canadian Family Life. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures mentioned that earlier. And Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom. He is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. He is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. Michael's Adventures will send his regards. He often can't be with us during the week because of his work schedule, but he'll likely be back on the weekend. To Be Irish Live is in the house. Crocheting Around New Zealand Trish is here. DJ's Family and Friends Travel and more, along with Gaming King Thurbin 34 is here as well. Pixie Dust Traveler and Super Rainbow Queen are in the house, and Wolves Den Outdoors. It's good to see you as well. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the holidays. And thank you for everybody who's sharing out. Thank you, King Thurbin 34. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream today, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. VS Speaks Royally is a long-time, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here, and this creator has been with us for about 3 years, so they know what it's like to be picked first, as well as probably picked close to last on the Wheel of Doom. Homestead Enchiladas, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody that's brand new today, our instructions are always in our video description so that you can get the most value out of your time here. Talks about how to connect with other creators and make those connections stick. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. They happen to be a member. And thank you, Izzy. Washing some dishes there. Yes, most of us know what it's like to having to do a handful of that kind of stuff all day. VS Speaks Royally, like I said, has been with us about 3 years, and this is somebody who gives me the opportunity to talk about engaged conversation. When you are on anybody's channel and you engage true conversation in their chat, whether it's a live stream or a premiere, you're doing a great service for that host, because true engagement sends engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, and this is how YouTube and the system know to push that content out, because it is engaging. So VS Speaks Royally has always been somebody to engage conversation everywhere that they go, including here in Tuber Chat, for which I'm grateful. And when you visit their channel, especially for live streams, you'll get a great example of engaged conversation because they have a vibrant community that participates. It's one of the fastest rolling chats that you're going to see in the Tuber Chat family. So I'll talk about more of their content in a quick second. Izzy, thank you for the gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done. Crocheting Around New Zealand, Trish. That might be the first time they've picked up a gifted membership here. I could be mistaken, but they'll likely be happy to have that if they're still with us. I'll put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and because we treat those membership gifts like super chats these days, we will look at Izzy's channel next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel soon. Great Lakes Adventures is here, and I believe I just saw one of my dear friends come in. She supports all of my channels, all of our channels. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, so thank you for being here. I finally have some new music coming for the music channel. I'm literally publishing it maybe tonight, tomorrow. It's just come in, the next 6 songs. So I'll be publishing that. It'll take a couple of days to show up on YouTube Music, and then we'll post videos over the course of probably January and February. I'll get a few more mixes done that everybody can use, and we will put the stream back up, probably in small doses for a while, and then see how that goes. Sussy Global Concepts, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The reason why I talk about the music channel is Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is a moderator over there. Via Speaks Royally is, pardon me, somebody who brings us the royal family more than anything else. Now, if we dig through their videos, and especially their shorts, we're going to find a little bit more variety to go along with their main subject. They get into 8,000 and 12,000 views on some of these shorts, actually. They're monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And we see that they are on the road to 5,500 subscribers. So they talk about the royal family here more than anything else. And this is where the magic happens on this channel. You are going to find, like I said, a vibrant community that really participates and engaged debate and conversation. Michael's Adventures, I was mistaken. He is able to be with us. He's one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. I often talk about him and Scratch and Pete together because they both go way over and above when it comes to the idea of helping others. And that gives me an opportunity to talk about swapping playlists. Michael's Adventures will be willing to do that. Just Jason Keto and More is literally within probably the last 100 hours right now. He will likely even have it by New Year's Eve, we're all hoping. So if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Miraki Life, good to see you here. And I think I missed a channel coming in. Where did Moon Boots go? There they are. Yes, thank you for being here. Hopefully you're still here. I never mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I often miss a lot that goes on in the chat. Cruising Scene, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Izzy gifted a membership a few minutes ago, and they've done that kind of generous thing before, so we'll put them on the screen right now. Their handle is Izzy Pops. And because their name is so short and popular, I often use their handle to find them. So I'm going to copy and paste that into the chat. Everybody can use that if you need to get to this creator's channel. Crocheting Around New Zealand, Trish. I'm just going to put you on the wheel right now. They went on a camping adventure yesterday, they say. Hopefully they got some footage from that. Good. Pardon me. Judgment Day, Mike Harper. I'm going to put you on the wheel as well. They happen to be a member, and thank you for that. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Yes, Canadian Family Life is going through a little bit of a tough time. They're a dear friend. Tiffany is here every day. Her husband Chris is usually here with her, but they will likely end up tied up for a couple of days. They put a community post on their channel if anybody wants to see what's going on. But thank you to Mike and Rihanna's Adventures and Follow the Bradley's Fun for letting us know. So, Izzy is up on the screen with over 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 they're thinking about. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them as well, including super chats and memberships. When we get to their channel, I have got their latest video. Twas, as in twas the night before Christmas, I'm assuming, or actually the night of by the look of it. But I've got that in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. Izzy brings pure variety on their channel. They'll let you know that on their About page. When you get to the shorts, you see up to 1,600 views, but one of these has over 12,000, which is great as a breakout short. They often go live, usually at least a couple of times a week. And then I'm just going to get a couple more names onto the wheel. Ria's Blissful Connections. Let me get you on there. Thank you one more time, Izzy, for the gifted membership. I really do appreciate that. It's a extremely generous thing to have done. Crocheting Around New Zealand. Trish is still in the house, so I've put them on the wheel. They get the benefits of that membership for the next 30 days. By the way, the wheel is changing. The wheel is changing, and that relates to membership. So I hope if anybody is here that hasn't already read our updated video description, I hope you'll check it out. I don't update it all the time, but I would love it if everybody would read that maybe once every 2 weeks or so. When there is a change to Tuber Chat, which is rare, I'll put something in there, but it explains exactly how the wheel will run starting in January. It's a Cruise Life. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Shantirement, good to have you in the house as well. And I know I'm missing a lot in the chat. If I've missed anything anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So, Florida Claimers Ted is here right now, and this is a creator that's been collaborating a lot, particularly with one of our beloved and dedicated moderators, Nora from the Stock Explorer. They do a lot of lottery ticket scratching. Florida Claimers Ted has been known for this for a long time and is another creator who supports all of our channels as well. Lady Lucy 4, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Pixie Dust Traveler is asking about the wheel. So the wheel, we call it the Wheel of Doom. Right now it's the Wheel of Xmas. I'm going to have to change that back now. The Wheel of Doom is known here in Tuber Chat as something that we use to decide which channels are going to be put on the screen in which order. We can't always get to every channel every single day. Actually, rarely these days. We expect to be here for 3 hours. We will put as many channels on the screen as we can. But what we've been doing up until now is having members added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then after a long period of time, usually 2 hours or so, I start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation in the chat. Once in a while, when things like gifted memberships and super chats happen, we put them on the screen right away, but I try never to solicit that kind of thing. It's absolutely unnecessary here, appreciated when it does happen, but we want the wheel and the screen to be open to everyone all the time. In January, things are going to change to the point or in regards to the idea that channels that are here the longest and most engaging in the chat are going to be the ones that are put up on the screen and on the wheel first. So it will change very much, and it might take a small bit of getting used to, but we have to. I don't like change, but I suppose we have to evolve. We've become very busy. I'm going to start posting all the streams in advance, starting in January as well. I'll try to get that done before Saturday, when we have our last live stream of the year. It'll be at 2 p.m. Eastern, same time as now, so that we can start being better prepared. We can start sharing out. We can get more people in here, even though we're already busy, but we'll go ahead and just push as hard as we can. Florida Claimers Ted is up right now. Like I said, lottery ticket scratching. This is a huge genre and category on YouTube, and we have a vibrant community within our family of creators that bring lottery ticket scratching into their channels. So Florida Claimers Ted does this with shorts, videos, and live streams, and this creator's gotten into 4,700 views on one of these shorts videos, won over 26,000, which is great to see. Then live streams on the channel are frequent. They've got one coming up tonight, and that'll be a scratch battle as well. They've been doing a lot of that with other creators, and that can be a lot of fun. And then that's wonderful. DJ's Family and Friends Travels and More. It's great that you got something with some action happening right now. It's always an exciting thing. The holidays can be hit or miss. It's interesting because it's a busy time of year. During this month for YouTube, things have picked up over the last month or two. That should continue right into February. I've been on for a few years, so this is the pattern that I see. Not saying I'm right, but with the holidays, sometimes you find dips, right? So you might get traffic in one way on things like Christmas Day. Like on my personal channel a couple of years ago, I reviewed, if you want to call it that, or unboxed a small video game console, and that thing got hundreds more views, maybe even thousands almost, over the last little while. But Christmas Day, that thing really hit hard, and there must have been something that I'm unaware of, whether it was release of something new, an updated version, something in a Boxing Day sale, or something like that. But that can happen. So these are ideas. Oh, that Mark Pierce. That is Corinne's life with another channel. Corinne and Mark are a married couple. Corinne's online, but Mark supports them. But they're away from home right now, so we know that they're going through some data. Definitely, we all have to be careful of that. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Rambling with the Brooms is here. I've got them on the wheel. They're a fellow Canadian that happens to be a member and a moderator. Susan A is also here. I'm going to get them on the wheel. We're going to talk about Just Jason Keto and more, and I'm going to show you right away the video that I'm sure I'm going to be jealous of, GoPro Hero 12 Black unboxing. I think I set that to be shared out this afternoon. I do my community posts in advance, but I haven't seen the video yet. So I'm going to take that, put it in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about that gives me the opportunity to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. And Just Jason Keto and More, that's a bit of a different video on this channel, but hence the and more in the title. So keep on thriving is what Just Jason Keto wants to instill in us everywhere he goes, as a matter of fact. And the idea is if you don't make time for your wellness, you will be forced to make time for your illness. And I think we can all agree about that. So what we find when we get to Just Jason Keto and More's channel is the idea of healthy eating, healthy living. He's going to help us with that, especially when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's willing to go to great lengths to bring us keto-based content, and that includes recipes, lots of product reviews. He's doing a series right now, actually, called, or he just completed a series, the 12 Days of Chaffles. These are a popular meal or snack for anybody on a keto-based diet. And he's done a lot of those recipes, but that's a nice series right there with 12 different variations. And then as well, he brings a lot of guests onto his channel to share their life experiences, their tips and tricks, their trials and tribulations. And then he also is willing to travel literally hundreds of miles to get to places like Keto Palooza to bring us even more informative content. He has a vibrant community that wants to help others as well. So while you're there for premieres and live streams, the viewership or Just Jason Keto and More's community will contribute to the chat, and anybody coming in with questions and comments is in for a vibrant discussion as well, where everybody seems to want to help each other and encourage each other. So pardon me, he's got some shorts on the channel as well. There's a bit of a hint here because some of these healthy looking, especially grilling shorts have done well, getting into 4,000, 5,000, and 6,000 views. One breakout shorts over 22,000. I've seen that one as well. He gets into live streams every single Thursday at 7:30 Eastern, and he often brings on guests. Sometimes he's on his own, but he always has, like I said, a vibrant community in the chat willing to help each other. His message is always the idea that if he could just help one person by getting as much information out there as possible, that would make it worth it. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and more. He's chaffled out right now. No doubt, yes, 12 in a row is something else. But he's got a monster collection then of chaffle recipes. I'll dig through his playlist for a second and we'll just see. Like, so there's the series, the 12 Days of Chaffles. He's got a watch hour playlist here. He's dangerously close to his 3,000 hours of watch time. So if anybody wants to swap playlists, just please say so in the chat. Anybody can reach out to anybody, but Just Jason Keto and more will be willing to do that with you. And then keto recipes he's got. He probably could do well setting up just a chaffle recipe thing. The other thing too that I don't talk about enough is the idea that playlists can have a description, by the way. So that's a big hint because we got to do everything we can to draw in as much traffic as possible. We just never know where the traffic's going to come from. But, you know, in the event that all of a sudden there's a big search for chaffle recipes, Just Jason Keto and more should do very well anytime in the future. Those are evergreen videos. Which means that they will be relevant for years to come. Somebody like myself does a lot of product reviews, and the thing about that is that over 3, 4, 5 years, a lot of the things that I might unbox or review lose traffic over time. They do very well in the beginning, but they will not, you know, potentially hit hundreds of thousands of views, whereas evergreen content often has a better chance. JD Knight 7, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Michael's Adventures is reaching out for channels as well. Shane Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Cards Gaming Chick, good to see you here. Forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time with us, but for anybody that's new here today, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And Outdoors with Big Matt, good to see you here. He's built up quite a reputation as a moderator on a lot of different channels. Martha Makes Art, good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Home Bartending with John is up on the screen right now. This creator is going to bring us a lot of product reviews on his channel. But where he started, and what I find to be most compelling about this one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family, is the fact that he's going to teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. We don't have to have a home bar setup quite as elaborate as what John's got here, but he shows us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished, and the tools we might need behind the bar to make some of the different drinks that we might feel inclined to make. He also brings us different variations in the recipes as well. So sometimes he'll give us something traditional along with a couple of variations, usually influenced by pop culture, whether it's movies, music, television. He's done a couple of requests for me, so you can reach out to him to do requests for you if there's something specific you want to have done. This one here, Trash Can Cocktail, was something I asked him to do. I was not familiar with that. I used to work in bars and nightclubs for like 25 years. I'm older than you think I am. And when we were there, I asked some of my bartending friends after I met Home Bartending with John here on YouTube that this creator came up I asked this creator to come up with the idea for the recipe because we hadn't seen it. My bartender friends don't know about the drink. So that's interesting. Our friends in Tennessee let us know about that. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,000 views, 6,800 on one breakout shorts, which is great to see. And then live streams are something he's done in the past and something he might continue. One of the other things you might find compelling over here is series where he brings us either different types of mocktail recipes in a collection, or he might give us a comparison of liqueurs or liquors or low-calorie cocktails. He's done twice already, which is great, and I'm sure those kind of things are going to be popular with groups of creators. P&J's Homestead Adventure, good to see you here. Rushing Wind Mountain is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. I'm going to try to stop screaming at the microphone. I can hear myself doing it again. Often when we live stream, we speak much louder than we need to. Bipolar Aquatics, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, you did a Weber barbecue unboxing video that was heavy for a couple of years. Yeah, interesting that Weber is like such a huge brand. Interesting that I'm sure the views trickle in still. Most videos, like, I'm sure the algorithm takes into account when they were published. So I find that, like, every video on every channel that I touch does this in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes it's a very low line with not a lot of views right away, and sometimes we're lucky and we get something that really flies. Consistency is key. One quality piece of content per week, particularly a long-form video, is enough to make a channel grow organically. Rambling with the Broom, Scott has let us know he tries to do 2 shorts, 2 videos, and 2 live streams, and after starting that pattern, his channel started to really grow a little bit faster. Susan A is coming up right now. They just dropped a super chat, so thank you for that extra generous support. They also happen to be a member, so I'll take them off the wheel, put them on the screen. Susan A's done that kind of generous thing before. Let's see what she's got going on her channel right now. 441 subscribers to start with, and she's in Australia. She'll give us quite a bit of information on her about page, but when we get into her videos, we see that she's got a new video. I thought I shared this out. Maybe I shared it out, but I haven't seen it yet. I could be wrong. She's posting frequently, as we can see, several times a week. I've got the latest video. I've put that in a playlist I use called Catch Up, so I can keep caught up with her, or get caught up with her. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 2,300, 2,400 views and beyond. Live streams on the channel are something she's done a few times. Hopefully she'll keep those up, but we have notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can also. Grow Big TV is in the house. That's a brand new channel that comes to us from our dear friend Joe at Garden State Gardener. I'm going to put that channel on the screen right away, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Trish the Natural's in the house. She's here with us almost every day. She's been collaborating with other creators more and more lately, actually, in live streams. Grow Big TV from Garden State Gardener is a brand new channel that for the month of December took over the Sunday Fun Day live streams that we know and love from Garden State Gardener. We'll see what they're going to continue with here. They've got something coming up tomorrow night, and that will be a live stream. They're on frequently, as you can see, almost daily by the look of it, every couple of days or so. Lots of shorts on the channel. He's done more shout-out videos for other creators than probably anybody I've seen on the entirety of YouTube in my 6.5 years. I'm just grabbing his latest video. These are quite short, but I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with him here. I'll show you Garden State Gardener. He has a popular Sunday night live stream every Sunday at what I believe is 7 p.m. called Sunday Fun Day. He might bring it back to this channel. Look at that wheel. He uses the same wheel that we use here from wheelofnames.com. It's free. Anybody can use it. But look at the grid there. Look at how many names he's got, and that's regular. It's not uncommon to see 70 and more people watching his live stream on Sunday night. excuse me, I've been honored to have been a guest on there a couple of times now with Stock Explorer, who arranged that the first time last year, and then recently with Rebel Canners. He's always got an action-packed show and introduces a lot of different creators. Shorts on the channel bring a lot of fun, and this is where we see a lot of shout-outs as well. This is a generous creator who shares content with others. Here's his streams. You see StreamYard panels. He's always got interesting people on. And 16K, so he is just climbing quickly. Hopefully everybody will connect with Garden State Gardener. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Venom for Life, good to see you in the house. They've been here with us almost every day lately. They are a friend of 3 years, and so is Rock Chick Beauty. She's from the UK, and she's been with us for 3 years as well. Sunday Fundy will be back in February on Garden State Gardener. For now, we can keep tuned to Grow Big TV for that. Wonder Logo Channel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Please let me know if that's a creator I already know with a new channel, or if you're brand new to Tuber Chat, then hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are in our video description so that you can get as much value as possible from your time here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to. If you take your time, go one by one. That's where you find the best success. Brown Dwarf, good to see you in the house. That might be a brand new channel as well. And thank you for the likes, everybody. Rock Chick Beauty's dropping a super chat. She's done that countless times before. Thank you again, Garden State Gardener and Susan A, for your super chats as well. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Like I keep saying, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. They've all done that kind of thing before. We will look at Rock Chick Beauty's channel next. And what we'll do right now is go for a break for about 3.5 minutes. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Alright, we're back and looking at Rock Chick Beauty, who's been a friend of over 3 years now. It's actually getting closer to 3.5. I keep saying the same things here, but we've actually been streaming for what will very soon, it's been 3 years and 8 months, I guess, right? We'll be soon talking about 4 years. And Rock Chick Beauty's been here almost from the beginning, and this creator actually 2.5 to 3 years ago reset and restarted their channel a little while after meeting us. And the idea, of course, is could you build back stronger and more solidly the second time around? And that's exactly what she's done. This creator has presentation at the forefront of her mind. You can see bright, bold headshots on all of her professional looking thumbnails. That will make her recognizable and I believe pay off in the long term when we think about branding. This creator is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She talks about all things alternative. She started with beauty and moved into unboxing and product review videos. Now does a lot of sponsored videos as well. Patch the Retro Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Stacy and the D's is here. Charlene Heel is in the house. Is it Brown Dwarf's happy birthday? Or am I mistaken? Oh, I'm reading in the chat but not reading properly. That's okay. Forgive me for that. Always good to see Kid Wonder in the house. Wonder Logo channel, I should have known right away. Kid Wonder's been a dear friend since about 4 years, since longer than Tuber Chat has existed. And Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is also in the house. We're going to talk more about Rock Chick Beauty in a quick second here. I added a couple of names to the, or sections to the wheel. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is being added now because they happen to be a member. And for this stream and the next one, we will be adding members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Things are changing in January, but our video description has been updated so that you can see what that is all about. Miss Cece, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for that Wonder Logo channel. He's got a handful of different channels. He's got like 5, 6, or 7 channels, I think. We usually talk about 2 or 3 of them here, sometimes 4. So the 2 sections I added to the wheel right now. Add a name means that when that comes up, which will be random, I will add a name to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. I have a robot called Streamlabs in the background that's helping with that. Clear the wheel is another section I've added, which will give me an opportunity to wipe all of the names off the wheel, and then we'll reload with whoever's in the chat that needs to be on there right away, like members, and that will speed things up so that we can get to some newer channels faster than we otherwise might have, if that makes sense. So we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Mr. Fulton Mraz is another friend of about 4 years. He's coming in with good news, yes? He will be proposing to his girlfriend, Caitlin. They've been together for a while. Mr. Fulton Mraz always has good news for us in the chat. Oh, I forget. He always asks my New Year's resolution. I'm going to buy myself a couple of days. We'll be back on Saturday. I'll try to have an answer then. New Year's resolution. I'll come up with something. Judgment Day, Mike Harper still in the house. I'm just checking on the robots to make sure that they have shown up. Streamlabs is here. Botrix is here. I think Stream Elements might not be on today. Oh, maybe it is. Give it a check. Wonder Logo channel, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. We'll get Wonder Logo channel up next, and we'll show you Rosie Wren and Kid Wonder. And our treasured home, good to see you here. Pardon me while I just keep up with the chat for a quick second here. I know I miss a lot in the chat, but I appreciate everybody's patience, of course. Now, Rock Chick Beauty, like I said, has been a friend of well over 3 years, probably closer to 3.5 now. She's got some shorts on the channel as well. These bring a little more variety, getting into 1,700 and 2,800 views. This creator also has been known to do lots of live streams, and she hops in on other channels for live streams as well. I've joined her many times on several channels. And Rock Chick Beauty now is working on 1,300 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer towards that milestone. I'm going to get Kid Wonder ready to go. But thank you again, Kid Wonder and Rock Chick Beauty, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Now, usually I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm already connected to 4 or 5, maybe even 6 channels from Kid Wonder. What I'm going to do is take one of the videos from this channel. They're all very short. I'll see what I can find here. There's one at the bottom here that's 3 minutes. That's good. What we're looking for is, where possible, to have videos that are 3 minutes or longer when we're connecting with creators. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes. Very important that we watch the video in full from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Give a thumbs up, put the notification bell on like you see me do for all channels, and that should make the connection stick. If you find a channel that only has shorts or does not have any videos anywhere or live streams over 3 minutes, then I usually just search for the longest video I can find and put a second one in another playlist to run afterwards as well. These are just ideas. Wonder logo channel comes to us from Kid Wonder, so we'll see what he's going to bring to us here. I'm going to put Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder. This is one of their many channels, over 20,000 subscribers. Another experimental channel, understood. Kid Wonder, like I said, has been with me about 4 years. This creator has been so supportive to me and to us from the very beginning, before Tuber Chat was even a thought. He was the very first channel to be chosen out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2. We are 660 live streams later, and he's still coming around as often as he can to connect with creators and support others. He's been a dear friend for a very long time. He's monetized lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,400, 2,900 views and beyond. Live streams are frequent. There's Rosie right there. We'll look at another couple of their channels. They've got a gaming channel now. I've collaborated with Kid Wonder on this one, where we've played this 8-ball pool game together. If you search out Tuber Chat on this channel, you'll see us play for an hour. This is also monetized. He's got some shorts here as well with lots of different video gameplay, and then live streams are frequent on the channel as well. And then I'll show you Rosie Wren, Queen of YT Forever. And this is Rosie's main channel as well. So these creators are always together. 1,800 subscribers is the next milestone here. She's monetized as well. And I'm just going to dig through her videos. I'll take the second latest one here. It's a few minutes long. I'll put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with that channel as well. Right now, Rosie Wren, the Queen of YT Forever, is a gold member. These two creators are really working together, you know, in life and on YouTube, of course. But they always hold a gold membership here, for which I'm grateful, which means we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well, as we have seen. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then, yeah, Wonder Logo channel's doing some different stuff on the logo channel, so that'll be interesting to see. I'll be looking forward to it. They're quite short, so that's interesting as well. Martha Makes Art is coming up right now, and thank you again, Kid Wonder, for another super chat. He's done that countless times, and absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Martha Makes Art is up right now. This is a channel I'm behind with. I can see that, a mixed media artist and crafter. Their favorite medium is paper and acrylic paint, but they'll use almost anything to get the effect that they want. 503 subscribers right now, which is a great milestone. It's an important one now, especially more than ever when it comes to the idea of getting monetized in the partner program. 99% of us are thinking about that. So Martha Makes Art, hopefully is working on some watch hours, if that's something that's on the radar for her as well. 1,600, 1,900 views on some of these shorts. Most creators bring variety into their shorts, regardless of the category or niche of their channel. And then a couple of live streams have been done in the last couple of weeks, so hopefully we'll see some more of those, but I've always got notification bells on for every single channel, and that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and catching as much content from each other as we can as well. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, but thank you again, Martha Makes Art. Mr. Fulton Mraz took over our stream boss position with his highlighted milestone message there. And Scratch Master is coming up right now. Thank you again, Kid Wonder. And we'll see what's going on with Scratch Master today. We talked about lottery ticket scratching, and like I said, it's a huge genre and category on YouTube. Don Ray B is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. They want to motivate and inspire us as soon as we get to their homesteading channel. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oh, sorry, legal-minded friends, Karen Cole. I haven't got you on the wheel, but thank you for that. But now, because of that super chat, I'll put your channel up on the screen next, so thank you for that. And then and thank you for the kind words as well. Yes, hopefully everybody enjoyed the holidays. I know for some people the holidays continue, and then of course New Year's is coming up. We will not stream on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'm gonna spend some quality time with some family, to be honest with you. And December's a big month in my family. We got my birthday's right before Christmas. It was a week or two ago there. My sister's birthday's coming up. My mother's birthday's tomorrow. Not to mention Christmas and New Year's. And we're lucky enough to have a tight-knit family. So between my family obligations and the arrangements that we make, I get a lot of family time. But I always cherish every minute. I promise you that. So on the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, that's what I'll be doing. Butler Family Farms in the house. I've got them on the wheel. Zoe and Chico's Stream Adventures. Good to see you in the house. Another new channel here. Is that somebody that I know again, or is that a brand new channel for us here in the Tuber Chat? New creators. But it's great to see you here. For anybody that is brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'll talk about swapping playlists as well for a second here. When we talk about the idea of swapping playlists with each other, it's actually an easy arrangement to make. Very simple. You're just agreeing to run an entire playlist of somebody else's videos. They're agreeing to run an entire playlist of yours. So you can imagine if you get a lot of creators to run an entire playlist of your videos, your watch hours are going to start to rise a little bit faster. But there's two other reasons why I push it so much here in Tuber Chat, and that's because when somebody runs an entire playlist of your videos, they're running every video from beginning to end, and that can bump up the averages for retention across your whole channel if you get enough creators to do it. You can imagine what I'm talking about. And then as well, you're giving you know, the opportunity of a friendship to start, if that makes sense. When you trade favors with another creator, you can build a friendship. They will likely start favoring you. You'll likely start favoring them, and that's how your watch hours really start to grow exponentially, because even though you've connected with them here now, and they might run 10, 20, 30, 40, or whatever number of videos for you, when you think about the fact that in the next year or two, you're going to make hopefully another 50, 100 videos, maybe more, they'll be there for most of them. And that's how that really works. But it's an easy arrangement because you're only obligated to run the playlist. You don't necessarily have to sit and watch every single video and comment on every single one. As many comments and thumbs up as you can is always helpful, but we're only obligated to run it. So you can do it when you work, when you sleep, when you eat, when you go out, or on another device like a tablet or a separate phone, or in another window on a computer like I do. Fishhead Videos, good to see you in the house. And pardon me. And I Am Betty J Gathers is in the house. I got her a couple times recently as well. She's a longtime dear friend. We've literally gained hundreds of thumbs up because of her friendly and energetic reminders. Odin's Big Purple Bus, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I feel like I recognize that channel, and forgive me for being mistaken if this might be your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. And for anybody that's brand new, our video description has all of the instructions for how exactly to connect with creators here so that you can maximize the value of your time. Cake No Eat Meat Day with cherry on top and more is Danforth Avenue Wellness. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole is coming up next, but we're still talking about Scratchmaster. This channel has 466 subscribers right now. They're working on 500. Hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that exciting milestone. They got some shorts on the channel here, or at least one for now. And then live streams are frequent as well. They do these several times a month, so hopefully we'll see another one soon. I've got notification bells on for every single channel. I'm just going to dig through their videos for a second, see if I can grab another one to watch. I'll put this popular video, one of their more popular ones, in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them, and hopefully everybody will connect with Scratchmaster. They're here with us frequently. And then Scrow's Nest, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Odin's Big Purple Bus is door dashing. Interesting. And I am Betty J Gathers. Look at that. Has been a member for 23 months. Tuber Chat's been monetized for almost 3.5 years now. Well over 3 years. But some of these memberships now, you can see by the different color badges. I've matched the ones that YouTube give you for the colors so that everybody can see. Rambling with the Brooms now has been likely over 2 years. Corinne's Life is one of our longest standing members and moderators. And Andre Southgate is in the house. He brings us prize fighting. He's another longtime friend. I think he's been with us for what's getting close to 1.5 years to probably 2 years now as well. Yeah, Michael's Adventures, it is almost time for a break. I've done everything I'm supposed to do today with honey, literally, and well, I've actually got a hot chocolate for today, but just something warm. I don't want to drink too much coffee. I couldn't sleep yesterday, so I'm trying to lay off the caffeine a little bit, alternating in this and that. Oh, Cake No Eat Meat Day with cherry on top and more. You were in Niagara. It's always beautiful there, but yeah, it's been foggy for a while. The other day when I was out of town, when I was leaving town, heading for Toronto, it was something else trying to drive. That was Christmas Day, actually. And then, Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole happens to be an attorney in the UK. She's here with us frequently, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She's got an interesting, very long video from a few days ago. Looks like it was sniped out of a live stream. Oh, not very long. Forgive me. 12 minutes. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to take that video. I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit here. She's also got shorts on the channel. Now, there's a big difference between legal information and legal advice, but whenever you're in the presence of an attorney in any way, shape, or form, you can ask them. They will clearly let you know which you're receiving. Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole, of course, is building a catalog of legal information. I personally believe that legal information can be as important as finance, because we are all going to have to deal with some of it in some point in our life. That goes for almost every single person. So it's wonderful that we've actually got a couple of lawyers in the Tuber Chat family now. Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole and Lenny the Lawyer Live, our dear friend as well. Now, Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole is already collaborating with a lot of other people on the channel, which is great. So we bring multiple voices. They have interesting conversations, and this creator is now working on 1,100 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. She'll give you an idea of exactly what she's doing on her channel in her About page. And she's here with us frequently. Like I said, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Thank you again for a super chat, by the way. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. As always, it is time for a break. So what we'll do right now, I believe, is spin the wheel. Smallholder Homestead's been added there. It's the bankroll. Along with I Am Betty J Gathers have all been added to the wheel. The wheel is changing in January, so I hope if anybody hasn't read our updated video description, you'll give that a look, because January is literally after our next stream. We'll be here Saturday, same time as now, and then when we get to January. I'm not sure still of which days we will start streaming, but I will post in advance. I'll try to get that done before Saturday. Marketplace Boutique is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel in a second. Natalie Nicole's ASMR is coming up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. We're back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back. We're looking at Natalie Nicole's ASMR. I'll talk about their channel in a quick second here. I noticed that I am Betty J Gathers just asking a question in the chat. So all of the music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music. It's available to use in your videos and live streams, and we own it all. I literally own it all. It's been published everywhere legitimately on Spotify, Deezer, Apple, YouTube Music, everywhere. We have a separate channel here on YouTube where you can access it, and I'll be bringing live streams back starting in January soon. at least partially for a while, to get that channel moving again. And there are now almost 50 songs. I just ordered some new music, which will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. But almost all of the music videos have MP3 download links at the bottoms of the description. So that's a little hint for all our Tuber Chat family and friends. And then, yeah, thank you, Odin's Big Purple Bus. We've been at this for a while now. It's certainly not my idea. I took this from a lot of creators who were already doing it about four and a half years ago. We started about 3.5 years ago with this, but it continues today. And you can see that it is definitely a community of generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters with the intent of supporting each other over a long period of time. Tips World Talks, good to see you here. The Gambler After Dark is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. The Stock Explorer has been added, of course. Chocolate Drop, I meant to add you. I didn't add you yet. I'm just going to add you right this second. I might have missed another channel too. Lil Red and Buddy Tracks is here. Nez Lover is going to be added. They bring us art on their channel. And Pixie Dust Traveler still in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And if I missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts is in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think you've been here once before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. And for anybody brand new to Tuber Chat today, because we always have brand new channels every day, our instructions are always in our video description for exactly how to connect with each other. When we look at Natalie Nicole's ASMR, we know that ASMR has always been a monster genre on YouTube, a big category. And Natalie Nicole's ASMR posts almost daily. Pleasing visuals, pleasing audio. She mixes things up so that we always have something different to see and hear. Always relaxing videos. I'm just going to take the latest one, put it in my catch-up list. Because she posts so frequently, it's almost impossible to keep caught up. This creator's also got some shorts. These have gotten into almost 3,000 views as well. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator brings them around once in a while. But we've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Oh, forgive me, Vicky, Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts. Sometimes I can't, for the life of me, remember whether I've seen channels outside supporting other people as much as I've seen them in Tuber Chat until we get a chance to get to know each other. Once your channel's been on the screen a few times, then I get to know channels. I get to know the content. You can hear that in the stories that I tell, which hopefully get better over time as well. Imelda Salo Inspiration Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And yes, hopefully everybody is enjoying the holidays. It's the bankrolls coming up. I talked about this earlier, but one of the things that we notice here in the Tuber Chat family, so 99% of us or more are interested in monetization and bringing in streams of income, either from our YouTube channel or the businesses behind them. It's the Bankroll is one of many different channels like Lisa J Stocks, the Stock Explorer, and a few others, Budgeting Just Because, and a few more that are going to help us with our finances, especially thinking about how to find money for investing by saving money in both senses of the term. Saving money meaning spending less than we need to on things that we purchase, but then as well saving money as in not spending every single cent that comes in, right? If we can. I know it can be tough, but channels like this are going to give us interesting new ways to think about how we can save money in both ways and think about investments. It's the Bankroll will talk to us about budgeting, cash stuffing challenges, apps that they use to bring in extra streams of income, dividend investing, dollar cost averaging. And I'm just going to take one of the latest videos here. They've got a Happy Meal video, but I'm going to take the longer one. Just, every minute matters. I know they're already monetized, but we keep those watch hours up, right? For now, they've got monetization already, so lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're working on 1,100 subscribers. They got some shorts here as well, and this is where you get an idea to see all of the tools that they use. This is a really interesting short that just happens to be coming up first. I always look at these popular tabs, but I watched a live stream. I think it was either a live stream or a premiere, and It's D Bankroll was letting me know that this particular type of book, they actually have these available for everybody to purchase for a low price as well, which give you savings challenges to bring a little bit more fun into the idea of finance, if we want to put it that way. But I'm grateful to have a few of these channels in the Tuber Chat family, and It's D Bankroll has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go, and the Stock Explorer. If Nancy Pelosi's buying Nvidia, then it might be something to hop on. Yes, for sure. She certainly knows how to make her money grow. Scratch and PPA is coming up right now. This creator is known as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. The reason I say that is because he is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. If you can imagine, this creator found us after our first 30 or 40 episodes of Tuber Chat and has been with us ever since, every single stream, with the exception only of a small, not even handful. That means over 600 times this creator has supported just on this channel. As a matter of fact, he happens to support every single thing I do on every single channel that I touch. But for anybody that's connected to Scratch and PPA, he is probably one of their most supportive creators as well. So what happens because of the support that he gives to other creators? If you can catch him for one of his premieres, which happen every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. It is very fast-paced, very high energy, a lot of fun to be a part of. Some of us literally have alarms on our phones and message each other to make sure that we don't miss his premieres. Scratch and PPA is working on 1,900 subscribers right now. We're all going to be excited for him to get there. We'd love to see him on the road to 2,000. 199 videos, which is interesting because he just finished out the third year of the Scratch Challenge. And that's where he brings his main content, but he's really expanded his content this year, as a matter of fact. So the Scratch Challenge series of videos features lottery ticket scratching, and he gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video, where he pits 2 lottery tickets against each other. If we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, X, or Facebook, so that we can vote in polls that he puts up, which is a really cool interactive way that he brings extra traffic to all of the social networks and then back into his YouTube channel as well. Abandoned Exploring Mike, good to see you here. Now, Scratch and PPA as well gives us an idea that presentation is at the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails, which give us a hint about the giveaways that happen during his video series. His banner's updated every single week. We can all imagine how much work that takes. And his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video, which is now well over 3.5 years ago. If I'm right, it's over 3 years. I'm not sure if it's 3.5 years. It's close. The Scratch Challenge just wrapped up its 3rd year. So when we look at shorts on this channel, we find that Scratch and PPA took a vacation to Italy a few months ago and brought us a lot of vlogging style footage in shorts format, along with a lot of Italian lottery ticket scratching as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I know a lot of people are excited that Scratch and PPA is bringing us new content now, an expansion on his channel, and he brought us his first ever live stream while he was in Italy. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. Like I said, this is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. I would love for you to get some of that support coming back to you as well. Every single person who's come through the Tuber Chat family will absolutely agree. So our Georgia Suburban Homestead is in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. Smallholder Homestead is coming up as well. We had this influx of homesteading channels come through about 2 years ago. And what I find with the creators behind these channels, in almost every case, probably every case that I've seen, a sense of generosity in wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. What I find about this particular channel, though, Smallholder Homestead, a lot of family togetherness, and I'm always happy to see the encouragement given from different family members. And usually what we're talking about is children when they're trying to accomplish different things, and we get a lot of positive reinforcement that we've seen on this channel. You know, you can do it, keep at it, you're doing great. I'm always happy to see that kind of encouragement. And Smallholder Homestead, it's the one thing that drew me to the channel more than anything else when they first came in. And like I said, it's probably been 1.5 to 2 years now. They're working on 600 subscribers. It's a large family, 8 children, they say. You'll get more information on their About page. Quarter Acre Homestead, they've got shorts on the channel as well. These bring a lot of variety. 5,600 views, one of them at 9,800, which is great to see. You see in the chat, they're just saying, yeah, they just have fun. But they certainly do. I've seen a few of their videos, particularly when they go out to skate park and things like that. They've got a few live streams, so we'll see if they're going to continue with these. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead has a new channel name, is that right? Butler Family Farm is coming up. So another one of what I consider our homesteading friends. But Butler Family Farm is Jerry and Susan. They have 116 acres of farming content, along with familiar ideas when we think about homesteading channels and the homesteading community. Now, they got a video in their featured position here that I haven't seen yet. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. You can learn more about what to expect on the channel from their About page. I always read from it on this channel, so I don't leave anything out. But they've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, and a few cats and dogs. They got bees that will be coming up in a few months again as the weather improves. And they're often working in the shop as well. They bring us as much indoor content as outdoor content. They're taking us on an adventure here, but they've been known to do that as well. So Jerry and Susan will give us a chance to get to know them by hanging out in live streams. I've hung out with them many times. And they're here in Tuber Chat just about every single day as well. But these creators make great effort to make themselves a part of the YouTube community. First of all, by hosting a lot of StreamYard panels, but as well by going out to a lot of the meetups that happen, and they bring those to us as well, usually in live streams. I've been lucky to catch a few of these live. You see familiar faces like Rambling with the Brooms on their channel all the time. And they're on the road to meet Lazy Days Ahead shortly as well, which is great to see. These creators are always collaborating and all extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, not just here, but to each other as well. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 4,000 and 5,000 views, and they post videos frequently as well. Like I said, they could be indoors, they could be outdoors, they could be giving us a chance to get to know them, opening some Happy Mail, doing some kitchen activities, or out on the farm or in the shop. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them and pushing them towards the 2,600 subscribers that they're thinking about. Pardon me, not drinking enough like always. And then that is something to look forward to. Odin's Big Purple Bus, absolutely, yes. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to do that kind of thing. Canadian Family Life is Tiffany. I'm going to get her onto the wheel right now. You know, I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I certainly don't expect everybody to be here for every stream or hours at a time. I promise you it gets harder as we grow and follow more creators to support each other as much as we all might like. Canadian Family Life is here just about every single day, but we know they got quite a bit going on. They put out a post on their community tab today as well. So, that's a lot of land. Yes, 116 acres is the largest farm in the Tuber Chat family that I know of. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up in a quick second. Again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Don Yarndoll is up here right now. This is a creator I see collaborating with others all the time. She's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. 882 subscribers, working on 900 right now. That is a lot of yarn that she's got behind her, but you can see that this is a dynamic host. When we get into their shorts videos, we see they've got all kinds of crafty things happening here. Hopefully those will continue. When we get into live streams, we see that she is on all the time. She seems to be on every couple of days, I think 3 times a week, right? And often with StreamYard panels. I've caught her both on her own channel and collaborating with others. When you collaborate with other creators, it's a great way, probably the greatest way to grow your channel. YouTube even gives us hints about that as well. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And we'll see what's happening next. So we're a little bit early, but my clear the wheel section has come up. I had a couple of them on there now. I add one every break. We'll be changing that up in January as well. It won't be necessary anymore, likely. So what I'm going to do is remove those sections from the wheel. We'll spin again. We'll see who's coming up next. What we're going to do is go on break for 3 minutes again, or 3.5 minutes. And I will wipe out the wheel of all the names that are on there right now, and then I will reload with any of the members that have not been on the screen yet that are still in the chat. So if you're here and listening and watching, please be active. I'll get you back on there. Judgment Day Mike Harper will be coming up next. All right, we're back and looking at Judgment Day. Mike Harper, this creator's actually got a couple of channels. They're here with us just about every day, single day. Rushing Wind Mountain slipped in a super chat while we were on break there, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that countless times, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And for that reason, their channel will be put on the screen next before we start spinning the wheel, which we'll get right back to. I've wiped out all the names, reloaded with everybody that's here that hasn't been on the wheel or screen that happens to be a member. And after a little while longer, we'll start adding names onto the wheel from our chat list based on who's been, pardon me, most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. In January, things are changing. That relates to the wheel, super chats, memberships, and everything else. So I hope everybody will read our updated video description so you can see how things will be working. It'll be a little bit different than what we're doing now. Pardon me for 1 sec. And Judgment Day Mike Harper has got 358 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. They're doing a lot of shout outs on their channel. They give you an idea of what to expect when you get to their about page. They got some shorts on the channel as well. These have started getting into 1,000 views, which is great to see. So hopefully those will continue as they post more and more. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they're live frequently as well. Usually a couple times a week, but they mix that up. And then we'll look at their second channel, Michael Harper. And that's a popular name for a channel, so I'll just dig for a second, use the filters. We can do that on either a phone or a computer. Where did their channel go? Usually it comes up a little bit easier for me. There it is. Michael Harper. So what I'm going to do is actually, now that I've typed their handle in the chat, their handle will make it a little bit easier to come up with them. I'll put that in the chat if anybody needs to find them. It can be tough to find channels with popular names. Charinator, good to see you in the house. I'll get you onto the wheel. And Marketplace Boutique still on there, yes. Michael Harper, 43 subscribers right now, so this is a complimentary channel. He's actually doing some movie reviews here on this channel more than anything else, but a few shout outs as well. Shorts on the channel have started, and these have gotten into over 400 views and beyond, so we'll look forward to those growing. I'll spin the wheel prematurely here, but we'll get to Rushing Wind Mountain, who dropped a super chat while we went on that last break there. Canadian Family Life will be up next. So when we look at Rushing Wind Mountain, we see a channel that brings us relaxing and calming, peaceful videos from the Pacific Northwest. They bring a lot of wildlife and nature. Sometimes there's humorous moments, particularly if we dig through the shorts on the channel, but they're always bringing us something a little bit different. So they've got this fireplace that's going to come up. That'll be interesting. I may use that depending on what I'm doing on New Year's Day. So I've got the notification on for that, and we know that mid-afternoon, I'm in the Eastern time zone, that will come up. And we'll see what they've got going on there. A bit of a different type of video, but at least along the same lines, actually. Not really leaving the genre, are you? And then when we get into shorts videos, we see that these are getting into 6,000 views and beyond. A mix of wildlife and nature, like I was saying, and then live streams might be an idea for the future. So hopefully everybody will connect with Rushing Wind Mountain. Like I said, they dropped a super chat earlier. Those things here are never necessary. Very much appreciated, of course, but I really do appreciate the extra generous support. They've done that countless times. So I already spun the wheel. Canadian Family Life will come up next. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Canadian Family Life is working on 2,900 subscribers. This is obviously another Canadian coming to us from New Brunswick. They bring a mix of grocery hauls, cooking videos, Happy Meal and shout out videos, some container gardening. So basically pure variety with a little bit of series between some of the videos. They've done some live streams. Today they've got something happening, and they just posted a community post. So if everybody wants to see exactly what's happening with Canadian Family Life, you can head over there. I mentioned it, but they're going through a little bit of a tough time right now, and our thoughts and prayers, of course, are with their family. They are here with us frequently. Tiffany is here for almost every single stream. I think she is here for every single stream, and for hours at a time. For which I'm grateful. I don't expect everybody to be here every day or for hours at a time when we stream, but Tiffany really makes an effort not only to support us here and myself personally, but everybody that she comes across, and this likely is related to her channel growing so rapidly, one of the fastest we've seen in the Tuber Chat family. It's on a bit of a spike right now, but it's grown rapidly regardless over the last year. This creator posts fairly frequently, actually. They just took part in Vlogmas, so it was almost a daily thing, actually. And then before that, a couple times a week it'd be regular. They've got some shorts on the channel. Some of these have moved now into 2,500 views and beyond. Live streams are occasional, but they often are found on other people's channels, collaborating with them in StreamYard panels as well, which is great to see. So Canadian Family Life is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Obviously, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Anne-Marie Love XX is here. I'm just going to get them on the wheel, along with Fairbrick Studio. Together We Travel is here. Good to see you as well. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Canadian Family Life also inspired her husband, Chris's Creation Fun, to start a YouTube channel as well. He started with 3D printing and has renamed the channel so that he can expand the content easily into pure variety. Chris's Creation Fun is now just over halfway on the road to the first 100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. M&T Living and Cooking, good to see you here. Forgive me, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but it's always good to have you here. Chris's Creation Fun is, like I said, was inspired by his wife Tiffany from Canadian Family Life. These creators are found together all the time, and I always talk about that kind of thing because one of the biggest complaints, or the biggest complaint that I've gotten from creators in the last 6.5 years on YouTube is, why is it so difficult for us to get our in real life friends and family members, our in real life friends and family members to support our channels when we can find people online who are willing to do it easily. And so I think it makes it that much more extra special when we do have something like this, where it's a husband and wife combo with separate channels that support each other wholeheartedly, or wholeheartedly, so much so that one is actually even inspiring the other. But they're never too far behind each other. Hopefully everybody will connect with both Canadian Family Life and Chris's Creation Fun. I will spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. And in the meantime, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Silent Silver is going to talk to us about numismatic collectible coins, other collectibles, and precious metals. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're working on 800 subscribers. They might even be able to get that far today. I'm just going to grab their latest mail call video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And Jen's going to start making me laugh again in the chat. What did she miss? And 800 subscribers is where we're headed on Silent Silver. They talk about precious metal stacking, prepping, and helping the stacking community channels as well. But they're here with us in Tuber Chat, where we have channels of all kinds, and I'm always happy to see creators willing to support others regardless of category or niche. And Silent Silver's been with us a long time, actually. So now they've gotten over 6,000 views on a couple of their shorts as well, and they've gotten into some live streams that are not necessarily frequent, but they did one yesterday, so we'll see if they're going to keep those up. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. I'm a huge fan myself. I see It's D Bankroll talking about their coins. I'm a huge fan of precious metals. There's a big difference between numismatic collectible coins and precious metals, but people like Silent Silver or any of our financial channels can probably talk to us about those differences and help us understand when we're thinking about investing. Follow the Bradley's Fun is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Follow the Bradley's Fun has got another video in their featured position. YouTube gives us a lot of opportunity to dress up the content on our channels in any way that we'd like on the front page. So I always take the featured video, or almost always put that in my catch-up list. Next time I return to the page, it'll be gone into the archives. But they post frequently. As a matter of fact, they've got videos, shorts, and live streams. The shorts here have done spectacularly well, getting into 24,000, 23,000. I think this one's actually still moving. And then 199,000. That'll be their first video to cross over 200,000, we can be sure. I'm going to put a notification on for a live stream they've got coming up tonight. They're actually going to start that in about a half an hour, so they'll be live after we're finished. Follow the Bradley's Fun brings a mix of family vlogs, live streams, essays, Disney, Universal, travel, news, and much more. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're here with us frequently in Tuber Chat almost every day lately, and they're out supporting other creators as well. And then I Died NDE. Is that, it looks like a creator that I recognize. Is it? Maybe not. When I try to look at your channel, I Died NDE in the background. I don't have it come up easily. Oh, that's, of course, you said you were coming in with another channel. I should have known. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead. So they've got a brand new channel. We'll have a look at that in a moment. I just spun the wheel, so we'll put up Great Lakes Adventures. But I Died NDE, which I've got to learn about now, is our Georgia Suburban Homestead starting another channel. That's why it didn't come up for me right away. We'll put their channel up next because we always do that in the case of a super chat, even though those things are never necessary. Very much appreciated, of course. So we'll look at them next. And pardon me while I get a Great Lakes Adventures ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. Great Lakes Adventures is up right now, and this is another channel I see out supporting others regularly. So they've got a new magnet fishing video. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list, see if I can keep caught up with them. They're working on 300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the next milestone. They've got shorts on their channel, and we'll see that these creators have gotten into 1,700 and 2,400 views in their shorts. they continue to move. And then live streams are something that they seem to be doing frequently. So they did these a month ago. They brought us another couple lately. We'll see if they're going to keep these up. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. It's a Cruise Life is in the house. I'm not sure if I said hello earlier or not. I'm not sure how long you've been here, so forgive me for that, because I got cruising scene on the wheel. Let's Try Gardening. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Oh, I died NDE. It might be, that's not necessary. I'm going to try to remember that you've got both channels. So when we look at your channel, I'll look at both. We'll put up I died NDE right now. That should be our Georgia Suburban Homestead. We'll see if I can find it, or if I got to get to it another way. When a channel's brand new, it can be tough to find for a couple of weeks, but it'll settle. And then some of the things, depending on when you set it up, might not be available yet, like that, you know, joining channels and things like that. But our Georgia Suburban Homestead already has a membership with us, and even though we've had a couple of channels that have gotten into 2 or 3 of those, that's way over and above, and I'd be just as happy for you spreading that love around to other channels. I'll try to remember whenever we see channels or creators that have more than one channel, I try to look at both of them quickly. So I died NDE. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And they took over our stream boss position, the video game life meter under my camera. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out takes over and gets some extra exposure on their channel. I'm just going to subscribe right away, and then as soon as you have content, I'll be ready. We'll just hope that it sticks, but either way, you'll likely be back quickly with that, and we'll clean it up if we need to, if YouTube decides to take it away. But this is our Georgia Suburban Homestead, so I hope everybody will help give their brand new channel a push. This is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have been for a long time. Working on 1,100 subscribers on their original channel here, and of course they come to us from the homesteading community. They always make me laugh with their about page because it says, join us as we grow our own food in a residential neighborhood. Yes, you can. Growing your own food is a great form of civil disobedience, and so they'll take us on their journey while they do that. I'm just going to take the latest video and put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them. We can see they post frequently. We've got shorts on the channel that bring some more variety, more outdoors than indoors, I find, on this channel. 5,200, 5,800 views on a couple of these, and then live streams as well, where they are on frequently. As a matter of fact, it seems like at least once a month. Hopefully everybody will connect with our Georgia Suburban Homestead and their brand new channel. That's I Died NDE. Look at the blue video, she says. Is this the what did we give for Christmas? Is that what you mean by the blue video? I'm just curious. Oh, here. She's got a video about the channel. I'll take that video and I'll put that into, I can put it in my watch later list so that I don't make the mistake of running it and not watching it. I want to see what you say there. Raisins, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, and that is Jen from Good Times Homestead with an extra thumbs up for us, so thank you for that. And let's think about spinning the wheel. And thank you again, our Georgia Suburban Homestead, for another super chat. Like I said, absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. And then again, for everyone, I know I keep saying it frequently today. I've done it more and more as time's gone on, but the wheel is changing in January, and things like memberships and super chats are going to be affected by that. We're going to go back to a system, or try going back to a system that we used to use a long time ago, where the channels that are most supportive at the time during the chat by staying engaged in active conversation are the ones that are going to get on the wheel first, regardless of memberships and super chats. We'll see how that goes. It'll also give me a chance to talk a little bit more in depth about some of the things we often get into, like how-tos or tutorials and things like that. I'm going to put the handle for I Died NDE if anybody wants that. And as a matter of fact, for our Georgia Suburban Homestead, I'll drop their link as well. So if anybody wanted to catch that channel, we'll get back to Derpy Playground in a quick second here. This is an interesting channel as well. Pardon me, everyone. I got to go for a few minutes. I'll come right back. It's okay. I missed it. Maybe I don't. I missed an important call. If it comes back, I will take care of it. What I will do, it's not going to be 3.5 minutes, but I need a brief second here. All right, pardon me while I try to get my affairs in order here. I've got a my phone is about to die, and if I get that call, it will be important. So I just got to make sure I'm charging. Oh, and I'm moving things around. I might be breaking the whole system. I just can't have my phone die while I'm expecting something that might be important. Okay, pardon me. Well, you have to listen to me talk while I think here, kind of. When we are... yeah, Michael's Adventures, yes. The people who are calling me right now are not, they don't know what Tuber Chat is. But, yeah, it's a little mix of both things, actually. It's likely not urgent, so it's okay. Derpy Playground is working on 2,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. This is a junior high student. They make a little bit of variety in their content, but a lot of gaming, simulations, building and sinking cardboard ships like the Titanic. We've seen a bit of that from this creator. They've already been out to collaborate with another creator as well. Titanic sinking time-lapse. That'll be interesting to see. I'm just going to grab their latest video. It's quite short, but I'll put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. They've got some shorts here that have done really well, getting into 4,000, 8,000, and one breakout shorts at 44,000 views. And then live streams, pardon me, are something they've experimented with. So we'll keep an eye on the channel and see if they're going to continue with live streams. Derpy Playground is with us frequently, and another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We'll spin the reel right now. We'll see who's coming up next. I got to get I Am Betty J Gathers back on the wheel. I'd wiped out the wheel a while ago. Marketplace Boutique is coming up right now. This is another channel that's going to help us with our finances in a unique way. Marketplace Boutique is somebody who started an e-commerce business in 1998 and continues that today. They give us the ins and outs of not just eBay, but the idea of buying and selling, particularly the harder parts, which is what on earth are we going to find that we can sell, profit from, while giving somebody a great deal. I'm just going to grab their latest Vlogmas video. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list from yesterday. And this creator will often take us around to the idea of flea markets or hauls from shopping trips while they look for different types of things that they can sell online. Now, I can tell you, I do quite a bit of eBay work myself, have over the years. It's really a small percentage of what I do in my full-time gig, but I have listed thousands of items on eBay. I have shipped over 1,000 packages. Those activities are easy stuff. Where Marketplace Boutique specializes is in the idea of what we're going to sell and how we're going to profit. So I hope everybody will connect with them. A lot of us are always looking for new streams of income, especially legitimate ones, but 4,000, 8,000, 12,000 views on some of their shorts videos here as well, and then they post frequently. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 500 subscribers that they're thinking about. They're getting close now. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Crimmage in Alaska is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. They've been doing a lot of live streaming with weather cams, thinking about watch hours more than anything else, but they bring content in those streams. They've got a special Christmas video here. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well to catch up with them. They're working on 800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They've got some shorts on their channel. These have gotten into 1,400 and 1,700 views. We see as much indoor and outdoor content from these creators. It's about a 50-50 split. What they have is an off-grid homestead, soon to be Airbnb, in Alaska. And they bring us through their journey of preparing this while we're there. Live streams on the channel have become even more frequent. They usually do this Monday night series. I know the holidays are kind of shuffling everybody's content around, but we'll keep our notification bells on for every single channel in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Henry Nelson is here. I'm going to put them on the wheel. They happen to be a member, and we will spin. We'll see who's coming up next. And again, I know I haven't said it for a little while, but if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Got somebody trying to hack into my Facebook like crazy. I've gotten probably 10 hacking attempts. You know, luckily Facebook gives you that notification to say, like, here's your reset code if you want to reset your password. I'm going to have to get in there and do some serious changing up of a few things. One of the things we got to be careful of when it comes to security of all of our stuff online is the idea that data breaches happen regularly. And companies buy and steal information from each other all the time. Sometimes it's just rogue employees going through databases and taking the stuff. Sometimes companies make agreements to rent or sell email lists and everything else. But if you think about it, for those of you who started on Facebook, 10 years ago, or Instagram 5 years ago and stuff like that, if you never went around to change your password, it's very possible that they could have been exposed in a data breach. I change my passwords and email addresses and everything else all the time. Still not perfectly, I wouldn't imagine. But, hackers and stuff like that are at it all the time. It's not always people. Sometimes we think it's trolls and somebody who's like, just trying to get in and ruin your life and everything else. But it's not always that. Often it's just robots because they just want, let's say, your Facebook or your Instagram or your TikTok or whatever else so they can send their advertising messages to everybody. It's kind of ridiculous, but, these are some of the motivations behind it. But I hope in the new year to do a little more talking about security when it comes to our systems, but I hope everybody always has two-factor authentication on for every service that you use. That goes for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and all the others. And then it's not the worst idea in the world to learn about email aliases so that you are able to have email addresses where you log into your social accounts, but those email addresses are not something that can be hacked themselves. So I'll leave it to you to look that up. The word I used was alias. I'll type it in the chat here. Way too complicated of a subject for me to get into today, but email aliases can allow you way to hide your email so that you can use emails to log in for stuff. If somebody happens to break into a social account, you can get it back. And they can't break into your email because they won't know what the real email address is. But I'll leave it to you to learn more about that for now. Glorious Platters up in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Charinator. Yes, I forget passwords sometimes as well. I used to keep things in a way that, let's say, is not too obvious, but somebody like my son can probably guess my passwords within 3 tries. But I've gotten away from that now because the, as your social accounts grow, YouTube and everything else, the trolling all around grows, and the potential for security attacks, or whatever we want to call them, increases as well. These data breaches are happening all the time. If you search data breach on Google, they'll show you many different ways that you can find out if your emails and passwords have been taken. They literally give you copies of the database, and then you got to change the stuff right away. And oh, that's interesting, Charinator, but yes, definitely a valid reason for sure. Ria's Blissful Connections. Good to see you in the house. Michael's Adventures is up on the screen. One of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. He is working on 1,300 subscribers. He's also been with us long over 3 years, getting on 3.5 now, actually. This creator is posting frequently. He's on almost every day with premieres. I try to catch him as often as I can. Sometimes he premieres more than once a day. He started on his channel with a lot of wildlife videos. There's lots of raccoons, deer, foxes, and some bird watching on the channel. Lately, he's been doing a lot of showing us around his area, some, pardon me, ride-along live streams as well. I'm just going through and setting notifications for everything. He's usually a month in advance with his premieres, or somewhere around there. He's got shorts on the channel as well. These have gotten into some lottery ticket scratching. He might be playing a game on a tablet. Often in his videos, he'll take us for not just a ride-along stream, but like a walk through a forest. I'll scroll for a while here, where he takes us on a look around his area, or for, he loves the outdoors, it seems. Beautiful areas with stories to be told while we visit. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Michael's Adventures. He literally has over 3,300 videos on his channel. He has been posting daily for as long as I remember, as long as I can remember. He's got, he'll likely have another premiere coming up today. And let's just have a look and see if he's on twice a day right now. Yeah, pardon me, for the life of me, I can't tell. He's got a few already set up for January, though. So at least once a day, he's usually on at 9 a.m. Eastern. And bringing us a lot, like I said, of these ride-along live streams. So he's working on watch hours as well, but he goes way over and above to support other creators when it comes to the idea of running playlists and trying to help them get their watch hours. A lot of what he does goes unseen, but I get to see it as a longtime friend of his, and of course the host of Tuber Chat. But if you want to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, and this goes for everyone, you can just simply please say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And pardon me while I just double check that I'm not missing anything, but it's fine. So I just spun the wheel. It said I got to add a name from the chat list, which I'll do right now. And Hugo Homestead, I hope I said hello earlier. Pixie Dust Traveler's been here for what I think is the entirety of the stream. Once we get down to 5 or 6 names on the wheel, which will be soon, I'll start adding some more names from our chat list. It's always based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. And pardon me while I got distracted for a second. Hopefully I'm not ripping off anybody's time to be on the screen. If anybody noticed I might have made a mistake there, I can actually double check. Looks like we're good. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is coming up right now. The one good thing, well, there's lots of good things about this wheel that I use from wheelofnames.com, but one of the things is I often will spin, but I'm talking, I'm looking at different things, and I get distracted very easily. It's funny when I admit it, right? But when we look at the results tab here, for those of you who use this wheel or are thinking about it, it actually tells us the last bunch of channels that have been chosen, so we can get an idea if we've lost our place, if that makes any sense. So Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is about to be up on the screen right now. This creator, of course, brings us unboxings and more, sometimes from subscription services, which I love the idea of, and sometimes they're independent. I don't know what it is about, it's not unboxing videos themselves that, like, I would say that I enjoy, but the subscription services themselves, there's a surprise element to it. There are literally now thousands of these different things for almost everything we can imagine. There's book clubs, there's vinyl record clubs, there's jewelry. You can get multiple different ones for socks if you're somebody who's interested in that, and snacks and devices and all kinds of stuff. And I always find it exciting. Maybe it's because of the reactions of the people getting them. I've had a few subscription services myself as well, like Loot Crate and things like that. So Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is working on 1,800 subscribers right now. She really mixes them up. Sometimes they're independent, sometimes they're subscription services. You can see that she gets into shorts as well and features some of the things she finds in some of the unboxing videos that she does. These have gotten into 2,200 views and beyond. Live streams on the channel are occasional. So she usually brings out a live stream approximately once a month, but we'll keep an eye on the channel. We've always got notification bells on for everybody so we can catch her the next time. And oh, thank you. Yeah, that's okay. Pixie Dust Traveler, whenever we know that somebody is not in the chat that's still on the wheel, I just try to go a little bit quicker through their channel. But once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel. That I intend to keep the same, but the wheel itself and the way I run it and everything else is gonna change in January. We'll give it a try, see what happens. I'm sure not everybody will like the changes, but hopefully a few people will be happy about it, and we'll see. Oh, that's good. Dawn Ray B says she recently caught one of Jesse Miller Unboxings and More's premieres. I think we rated one last week, right? And I Am Betty J Gathers is up here right now. I missed a question right before we talk about this channel. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. Glorious Platter asks, they keep getting daily emails from people trying to help you with views. It's unwanted email. Would hiding email addresses put a stop to that? It will help. If your email's already out there, it's already out there. The best we can do is keep going through them and clicking those unsubscribe things or putting them in the spam folder. They get reported that way, and hopefully it calms down a little bit. GP9 Vlogs, yes. Thank you for that. You're making me laugh. It's good to have you here. Forgive me for not being sure if you've been here before, but if you're brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description, but you see how things go here. It looks like you've been watching for a while. This is why I have to take breaks every half hour. We'll do one again in a few minutes. So yes, hiding email addresses on your About page is something that you can do. I almost want to recommend it because of the spam that comes. The way that email addresses often work, and the reason why we get so much spam, one of the reasons is because if our email address is on a web page anywhere at all on the internet, there are things called web crawlers, which are just robots in the background that go around and scrape every email address they can find, and they just spam them with everything they can find as well. It's possible to target them, so I believe there are spammers out there literally targeting Instagram, targeting Facebook, targeting YouTube, because they know that people who have YouTube channels are probably thinking about more views, more subscribers, and things like that. What those services are doing is either using fake engagement, which is possible, get fake views, fake subscribers. So what they'll do is they'll just mark up the prices that they pay for that stuff. It's cheaper than you think it is, but it just will, in my opinion, destroy your channel. Once in a while, there are good people who just want to do good work. You can find them on services like Upwork or Fiverr that will do the things you don't want to do or you really can't stand to do with your YouTube channel. Not everybody likes doing thumbnails. Not everybody likes writing descriptions or takes the time to put tags and hashtags in their channel and in their videos and playlists and things like that. There are people who will do that, but they get shadowed by the spam that we all get. So taking your email address off your home page, or pardon me, out of the about section on your YouTube channel will help cut down the spam probably. The problem is the email address is already out there now. And then you just have to decide whether or not you want to make sure people can find you through your email address on your YouTube channel. So if YouTube is your main thing, and this is where you spend the bulk of your time and you enjoy it online, and you really only use things like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and things like that occasionally, then you might consider leaving it. What a lot of times people will do is they will put their email, so they'll say like info@myemail.com, which is not a real email address, but you see how I've put the spaces between that? That can stop that. So people who want to email you will be able to figure that out. And then robots won't be able to get the right email address, or at least most of the time not so. But if you're somebody who's easy to find, if you are really all over social media and it's very easy for anybody to get to you anywhere, then you can just pull your email address off and people will find you somewhere else. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you here. Thank you for asking that question, because we haven't talked about that often, but it's actually a great topic as well. So these are just ideas. Again, not saying I'm right. Oh, Pixie Dust Traveler's been to Vid Summit as well. No, I've never been to any of those yet. Perhaps one day. Thanks for the extra like, Wayne's World Unlimited. And then thank you, Smallholder Homestead, for that. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I Am Betty J Gathers is up on the screen right now with 1,300 subscribers as their next milestone. They'll get there very quickly. They post frequently. They're dropping videos regularly. They live stream frequently as well. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This creator puts a little bit of a focus on living their best life over 60, but I find that everything that they talk about is relevant to everybody. We just talk about life experiences and things like that. They've been doing a lot of vlogging lately, but they are always positive, always energetic, always smiling, always laughing, literally responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here in Tuber Chat because of their friendly and energetic reminders. They always have pleasant things to say about everybody that they connect with. They've got some shorts here getting into 2,500 and 2,700 views. One of them still moving. That one's at 3,600, which is great. I think it's still going to grow. And then we've got live streams as well. Like I said, they're frequent. I'm lucky enough to catch her occasionally. She's got one coming up tomorrow, so hopefully we'll catch that one as well. And like I said, monetize, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their Christmas, everybody that celebrates. I know there's other holidays that are happening as well, so hopefully everybody's making the best of those if you're able to. And then obviously New Year's is coming up for most of us in just a few days. So we'll be on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern for our last stream of the year. And then we'll come back right away on January 2nd or 3rd. But I can't be certain today about when that will be. I will try to get that sorted out before Saturday so that I can post in advance. In January, I'm going to change a few things here again. And we will start posting all of the streams in advance and on our social networks and things as well. And 100 likes, yes, 100 hearts. I don't know how much they help, but they must, right? Everything helps. We know that. So if YouTube makes these hearts and likes available, or whatever we want to call them, live reactions, they're called, and we bet that those will help anybody that we can give them to. So I appreciate those. Don Ray B is up here right now, another creator that wants to inspire us and motivate us before we even get into the content. You can see that their banner right away says each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. They want to instill that idea in us as they have been out chasing their own dreams of living a homesteading lifestyle, and recently made that dream come true, moving to 4 acres, and they share indoor and mostly outdoor content with us lately. They get into product reviews and a lot of discussion. They get into 2,500 and 3,300 views on some of their shorts, but you can see it's mostly outdoor content on this channel. I'm so jealous of the Jeep there. I hope one day to own a Jeep. It's not practical right now. I drive a truck, and the next thing I'll get will be a small car, something very good on gas. I live in an apartment, so we don't have electricity is not really practical for me yet. We'll see. But one day, Jeep is on the bucket list. And then live streams on the channel are something they've experimented with recently, so we might catch them for that. Don Ray B is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family. Has been for probably 2 years now. I said there was an influx of channels in the homesteading community that started to come through 2 years ago, and Don Ray B has been here frequently. Four Corners Custom Products LLC is a longtime friend as well. They're dropping a super chat. I'm going to put them on the screen right away for that reason. And we'll see what's happening with them. They're over 4,100 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 4,200 they'll soon be thinking about. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, you traded it in. Forgive me. I didn't know that. I just see the short, and I'm like, oh, red Jeep. It looks fun. I don't know what the prices are like for everyone everywhere, but in Canada, our dollar is only worth about 70 to 72 cents American these days. So the price of a Jeep here, I don't believe they even exist under 47,000 Canadian dollars. You'd have to work that out, but it's got to be 32, 33, 34 American. And the trouble with that, as much as it's a nice to have, and you know, they're beautiful and fun and everything else, I set myself up for a practical 10 years, right? Buying a truck 10 years ago, I knew was an expensive move at the time, knowing that I would be setting myself up for a very inexpensive following 10 years, because the next car I buy, I'll only drive 8 months of the year. I'll put the truck away, and then both of them will last even longer. That's the idea. It's not that I like to consider myself cheap, and certainly not great at saving or, you know, being considerate when it comes to every single thing I spend money on. But I do demand value out of every dollar where possible, let's just say. So the idea is to try to keep the things forever if possible. If Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is still in the chat, I'll put them on the wheel right away. They just picked up a gifted membership from the Numismaniac, so thank you for that. An incredibly generous thing to have done. I'll put the Numismaniac up on the screen right away next, because we're treating those gifted memberships like super chats these days. And then, pardon me for everything I'm missing in the chat. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. Oh, rusted too much after 380. My truck is starting to rust. I don't know if I'll be able to stop that now. Something we deal with, right? Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. 53 pattern standard military Jeep. I don't want to make it sound like I think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Jeeps. I certainly don't. But it's something that, like I said, it just happens to be on the bucket list. Maybe one day. The whole idea for the truck was that I could keep it forever, and as the family starts to grow, we have a small family, but it's growing, and as it grows, as everybody starts to move into different houses and apartments and things like that, everybody has something that can move things around, and if eventually we have toys and things like that, we'll be able to move those around easily also. Precious Gems. is in the house. Let me get them onto the wheel. The Bud Files is already on there. I'll get back to these channels right now. Four Corners Custom Products just dropped a super chat. Now, this is somebody that produces merchandise. They print everything from hats to mugs to t-shirts to vinyl stickers and just about everything that can be printed. And they happen to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat and have been for at least a couple of years now. But it's wonderful that we have a channel that will give us a behind-the-scenes look at how some of the merchandise is made, but we can use them as a resource when it comes time for us to think about merchandise for our own channels and businesses as well. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from as well as entertained by because of what it takes to get to that level, if that makes sense. 4,000 subscribers they've got. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 3,300, 5,000 views and beyond, and they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Live streams on the channel are occasional as well, but ever since being here in the Tuber Chat family, they've been over the top, generous, loyal, and dedicated as a supporter. Chevy Riding High, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the... oh, goodness. Super chat as well. I'm trying to copy and paste, and it never wants to cooperate the way that I wish it would. It's my fault, but it still doesn't want to work. We'll look at Chevy Riding High after the Numismaniac. What we're going to do right now is go on break for 3.5 minutes, but I'm going to speed it up so we can get through as many channels in the next 45 minutes as possible, including Ron's Keto Cafe, who I'm going to put on the wheel right now. right, we're back and looking at the Numismaniac. So this is a fellow Canadian, and they gifted a membership earlier, which is an incredibly generous thing to have done. I certainly appreciate the extra generous support myself. They've done things like that many times before. They've been a member a long time, as a matter of fact. The Numismaniac is another channel that's going to talk to us about numismatic collectible coins, precious metals, and other collectibles. They have a vibrant community that joins them, usually through StreamYard panels, as a matter of fact. This creator is known as the Skipper when we get to their channel. I'm going to take one of their live streams for today and put that into my catch-up list. Something from what we call Remembrance Day, Veterans Day, a couple of months ago. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,600 views and beyond. That was 1,500. That one's still getting views. And then videos are posted frequently on the channel as well. 835 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 they're thinking about. And the Numismaniac is frequently here with us in Tuber Chat. They have vibrant conversations in their StreamYard panels with other creators. I've been lucky enough to catch them many times before. They will help us understand the difference between numismatic collectibles and precious metals and other types of collectibles and things we might think about investing in or collecting. Chevy Riding High dropped us a super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Thank you again, the Numismaniac, for a gifted membership. We're treating those the same these days, so we'll put those channels on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment here. Chevy Riding High has over 900 subscribers, officially on the road to 1K. They've got a video here. It's quite short, but in their featured position. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. Next time I return to the channel, that will have disappeared into the archives, but I will take the latest 3-minute video, almost 3 minutes, that you put up as well. I'll put that in my catch-up list as well. That's a playlist I use to try to keep caught up with creators. Shorts on this channel have started to get into almost 10,000 views, one over 19,000, which is great to see. Wow. And then I'll just hit their About page for a quick second here. So they'll give you an idea of what to expect on the channel a little bit. More contact information than anything else on their About page. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but I've seen them out supporting other creators regularly. And a lot of beautiful looking machines here. I don't want to ever make it sound like I think I know anything about classic cars and things like that. I certainly do not, but I can appreciate them as much as anybody else. Occasionally I get to know a few, but we got a lot of friends that are into a lot of different types of classic cars, as a matter of fact. So that's a Chevy enthusiast, obviously. Fairbrick Studios coming up right now. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Fairbrick Studio is up right now with almost 2,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone right now. Fairbrick Studio started with Lego stop motion videos, but they got into a bit of video gameplay, and now they do a series of channel shoutouts as well, similar to what we're doing here in Tuber Chat, but they do it in video format. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. I'm always happy to see creators promoting each other. I got really excited when this creator came into the Tuber Chat family a few months ago because I noticed they were playing a game that I used to play frequently on the phone called Tiny Tower. They've got a Lego version, and I always enjoy the Lego video games. So I started playing that again because of them, and they've sent over all kinds of stuff to help me move faster, for which I appreciate. But it's interesting to see all the different ways that friendships can flourish between creators on YouTube, right? I'm always grateful for the friends that I meet and have, but it's interesting when these kind of things happen. You have inside jokes and you have, you know, inside stories and stuff as friendships flourish, and we see people helping out in each other in non-conventional ways. So 10,000 views on some of the shorts, or one of the shorts, one of them at 15,000, and some of them are still going, actually. Live streams are an idea for the future, but we've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. There you go. Yeah, see? Pixie Dust Traveler, I agree. They sure are pretty, absolutely. I only know about a few. I can't tell different years between a lot of different cars. Like, you know, enthusiasts can pick out a car and they can say, like, oh, I know exactly what year that was. I know how many were made. I know what colors they came in and the packages and things like that. I certainly can't even hold myself together at a cocktail conversation with that kind of thing. But they are really nice. I know the tiniest amount. And the Bud Files is up right now. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. The Bud Files is here. These are modern day archaeologists. It's a family of creators that seek to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video. They do that also through shorts and live streams. They post frequently. I'm just going to take their latest video, put that in my catch-up list. These creators have really expanded their content over the last year or so. They give us a chance to get to know the family behind the channel. They take us out on adventures. They bring us into their home as well for lots of fun activities. They've got some shorts here that have gotten up to 5,000 views. It shows you a bit of the variety on the channel. And then they've gotten into even 15,000 on one of these. Live streams on the channel are also frequent. I've caught them many times. Sometimes they're singing, dancing, playing a game. They could be crafting, they could be bowling indoors, and they could be taking us out on an adventure as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The Bud Files are here with us every day. I also run into them every single time I'm out supporting other creators. They literally seem to be everywhere all the time, and I'm always happy to see people supporting each other. Cruising Scene is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And you get through as many channels as I can in the next half hour or so. We're always here for about 3 hours. We cut it off after that because as much as I can talk continuously, my voice will be at its end in another half hour. But we'll be back on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, same time as today's stream was, and I'll start getting the January stuff ready. I'll start posting those in advance so everybody can better plan. Which I'll appreciate as well. The Cruising Scene is officially on the road to 1K with 912 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Sharon and Gary from Texas. They love to travel. They've been on countless vacations in 43 years together. And their first love is cruising, which I understand. I've been lucky enough to have worked on a cruise ship one summer for about 4 months, and it was a life-changing experience. So I'm always happy to see all the travel and cruising footage that we get from our travel and cruising friends. They've got some shorts over here as well, and some of these have started to move into 2,700 and 8,200 views and beyond. And then live streams are an idea that they might continue. But Cruising Scene is also here in Tuber Chat frequently and out supporting other creators regularly as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Cruising Scene with travel in between is what they say. As well, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like questions or comments, just please mention them again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Charinator is up right now, and this is a creator that's got 144 subscribers. They're bringing a lot of video gameplay. They're here with us just about every day, but they also stream frequently, almost daily on their channel. They bring video gameplay, and while they get into series of playing a similar game many days in a row, they bring a lot of variety on their channel. We'll see some of the shorts that they've put out, a couple of talking head videos to go along with the video gameplay, pardon me, and Euro Truck Simulator is what they've been on for the last long while on their channel. I've caught them for a few of these streams. Hopefully we'll catch them. Again, I've got the notification bell on for every single channel. Of course, that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can also. Pixie Dust Travelers coming up. This is a brand new channel for us to see for the first time today. We'll see what they've got going on. They might not be in the chat. They said they might have to head out about 15 minutes ago, but we'll see. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take the latest one, Vlogmas, baking some cookies. I'll put that into a special playlist that we all have called Watch Later. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my Watch Later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well now, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Anne-Marie Love XX is coming up right now. This is another creator who is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She's been making frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat. Her husband, Chef de Ritz, is here with her often as well. Sometimes they're together, sometimes they're found separately here in Tuber Chat, but this is another husband and wife story where we've got a couple of creators who support each other wholeheartedly. Anne-Marie Love is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This creator is working on 3,400 subscribers, which means, you know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. This creator is often in the kitchen. That's where I've found them more often than anything else, but they bring us a lot of haul videos, a little bit of variety in between, some product reviews, and some shorts on the channel as well. These have gotten into 4,000 and 5,000 views. Live streams on the channel are frequent. Like I said, I've caught her many times, usually cooking, but she also does a lot of game nights. I'm probably going to do one of these. I don't know if I'm going to do any more than one, but just to introduce my own audience of my personal channel to Words on Stream. I was doing some trivia last month. A couple people have asked about the idea of doing it. Ironically, I got a couple of trivia game type things from my family for a couple of TV shows. I'm a big fan of Seinfeld and The Office, and they gave me these decks of cards that are like trivia for those things. So I wonder if we might use those sometime in the near year for streams. But Words on Stream is a really cool game. Anne-Marie Love keeps up with the chat while she lets this run. Everybody participates in the chat. It's just one of the things she does. But like I said, otherwise I've caught her in the kitchen more than anything else. She's always cooking up a storm in there. Otherwise she might be taking us out on a shopping haul. Hopefully everybody will connect with Anne-Marie Love XX. I'm going to see if I can catch her husband's channel. Chef de Riz, I never remember the number at the end of this, 1291. Chef de Riz 1291. This creator is also monetized, working on 1,600 subscribers, and they are often found together. I'm just going to grab a video off his front page here. I'll put that in my catch-up list, but I'll grab something else as well in a second that's a bit longer. This creator posts occasionally here. Let me see what they're doing for shorts. These have gotten into 3,000 views and beyond. One of them almost 8,000 views. There they are together, and I'm just going to grab another stream. So hopefully they'll start posting more frequently. Again, it's been a few months, but I've got a stream to rewatch, like a replay, and that will give me a chance to help keep those watch hours up. We always want to think about that just the littlest bit. I haven't yet heard of a channel demonetized for dropping in watch hours, but we never know. Precious Gems is coming up. Let's see what they've got going on. I added another couple of names to the wheel, by the way. DJ's Family, Friends, Travels, and More, and Feathered Friends Homestead are both on the wheel. I'll add another name or two in another moment here. Precious Gems is here with us frequently. This creator's working on 2,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Precious Gems creates graphic art and animation videos, And this creator posts frequently. The videos are quite short, but I'm just going to grab their latest bass boosted music video. I'm going to put that in my catch up list, and then that'll give me a chance to catch up with them. You can see they mix up the audio and the visuals in all of their productions. I'm going to look at their shorts. We see that these have got a lot of variety in them, like we see from most creators. Almost 10,000, one of them over 13,000, which is great to see. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 2,200 subscribers that they're thinking about. If anybody's listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get to as many channels as I can in the next half hour or so. What we'll do right now is go on break for 3.5 minutes for hopefully the last time, and then we'll come back with Feathered Friends Homestead. All right, we're back. We're looking at Feathered Friends Homestead. Add another couple of names to the wheel. So P&J's Homestead Adventure is there. M&T Living and Cooking is on the wheel. DJ's Family and Friends Travels and More has been on there for a little while, actually. I think about half an hour. We never know how long it's going to take to come up after our name's on the wheel, but I'm going to change that up in January. So I've listed exactly how the wheel's going to work in our video description, but it's going to affect everything like super chats, memberships, and everything else. Basically, the idea is to try to focus on channels that are most supportive here in the chat over the courses of the stream, regardless of memberships and super chats. But that's going to allow us to push as hard as we can, get even more people coming through, and grow the community even faster, if that makes sense. I'm hoping that the change will help us get a little bit more of the culture back. We have some really great, loyal friends, especially lately. And this is why we always use the word family. It's been here since we ever started 3.5 years ago. What I'd like to see is more of that. We know that there are generous creators out there willing to support each other in all the ways that we talk about all the time, all the ways that we do for each other. We just want to be able to meet each other, right? So we'll just try to make everything move a bit faster. We'll see. Feathered Friends Homestead is up right now. They've got some new videos. I'm just going to take their latest one, put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up with them a little bit. They've been posting frequently. I'm behind. They've got 414 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 500 we know they're thinking about. It's an important milestone for everyone. And shorts on the channel have started to get into 1,500 views and beyond. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, or pardon me, I'm hoping we can push them towards our 500 subscribers, but as they post more and more shorts, they'll likely continue to grow, if that makes any sense at all. They're bringing a lot of outdoor content on their homesteading channel, but we also find that, like I said, there's a lot of generosity and creators behind these channels wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. Kim Chuck and their Chihuahua Peanut. They're located in rural Colorado, Colorado. They love farming, gardening, cooking, baking, canning, and home preserving. They raise a lot of feathered friends as well, which they'll share with us on their channel, but they're here with us frequently as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second here. One of the first channels that we knew of, actually, to be monetized under the new restrictions of 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time. M&T Living and Cooking and Canadian Family Life got monetized probably the same day. It was close. It had to be within a day or two of each, but two of the first channels that we know of to have been monetized under that restriction, the new restriction. M&T Living and Cooking is working on 1,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Like I said, because they're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. It's been a couple weeks since they posted a video. Hopefully we'll see another one soon, but we see that some of their shorts have gotten extremely popular, many over 5,000, one over 6,000, one over 20,000, and another one now that's still moving at 48,000. That's a newer short, I'm certain of it, because we see this channel frequently, and that wasn't there the last time I put the channel on the screen. Cooking salmon. Looks good too, as a matter of fact, but they've got a lot of delicious looking content on the channel in between the family togetherness, RC car racing, and different subjects that they talk about on the channel as well. They talk about it here on their about section: cooking, fishing, RC cars, Royal Caribbean cruises, taste testing, challenges, reviews, and live streaming, as a matter of fact. We'll look at that in a quick second here. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts. I don't think we saw your channel today, right? So I'll put you on the wheel right away. M&T Living and Cooking, like I said, streams. Yeah, frequently as well. They often get involved in challenges with other creators. I think they do StreamYard panels as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let's spin the wheel. We get another channel up onto the screen. Salmon is something, so I don't, myself personally, I don't eat a lot of shellfish. I had like one shrimp this year. But fish itself, I don't mind eating. I don't eat a ton of it, but when I do, I often will surprise people by turning to salmon instead of steak in like a restaurant, right? If they have like baked Atlantic salmon or something like that. I got to learn how to cook it. Kristen knows how to do it. She does a spectacular job like every other thing. She knows how to crisp the skin, but keep the thing cooked perfectly. It's like a restaurant. Everything she does in the kitchen is like a restaurant, so I'm lucky in that way. But I'd like to learn. I aspire to be better in the kitchen. I've started. I'm trying to work on more things. I can cook, like anybody can basically cook. But I'm just trying to get a little bit better and cook more frequently, let's just say. DJ's Family and Friends, Travels and More. Let's see what they've got going on. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've got an old summer school from 1939. I'm going to take this video. I'm going to put it into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. They say that we will be seeing travels and exploring camping videos. Once in a while, retail videos, arts and crafts. They'll take requests on the channel as well, so I'll be looking forward to that. That will give me another piece of content to watch. What I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time, I get to know the channels. Over weeks and months, by hanging out in premieres and live streams, watching content, I get to know the content on the channels. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm always on Instagram, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. 1,500, 1,700 views on a couple of these shorts. And hopefully everybody will help push them towards the 800 subscribers that they're thinking about. Don Ray B. I can't remember when I last had it. The last one I had Kristen made, but I think it's a month ago. Yeah, I think I can't remember. She knows how to use like cast iron pans and stuff like that. I'm as basic as it gets when in the kitchen. I can cook everything, but it's nothing I do is spectacular. You know, even the things that I do that are great taste like they came out of a cookbook. Like it's perfect and exactly what it should be, but not spectacular, not remarkable, right? And I don't necessarily seek that. I just seek to be faster, more proficient, let's just say, in the kitchen, so that when it's time to whip a meal together, I can get it done quickly, and it's not always the same three things, right? The Stock Explorer, I had you off the wheel for a while there. I cleared the wheel earlier, so I'm just putting you back on right now. Ria's Blissful Connections is here. This is a creator who supports on all of my channels as well. They've been going over and above to give a tremendous amount of support, for which I'm grateful. They're always watching people's videos. I see their comments out there. They do the same for me and for us. Ria's Blissful Connections has participated in Vlogmas, where they've brought more variety of self-care series, but they are a professional educator and homeschooler, and they bring a lot of that content for us as well when it comes to the idea of organization more than anything else. I've just taken their latest video, put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them. They've got 1,100 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 1,200 they're thinking about. We see that their shorts have started to move. A couple of them into 1,000 views, and one of them at almost 5,000, which is great to see. Ria's Blissful Connections is here with us just about every single day as well, or every time we stream. P&J's Homestead Adventure is coming up in a second. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I didn't realize we haven't seen this channel on the screen yet. I thought we might have been connected, but I'm mistaken, so that's okay. What I'm going to do, because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, is take your latest video. I'm going to put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. It's nice to see that you got some shorts moving here as well. I'll look forward to seeing more of those. 1,900, 2,500 views, and it seems that they're posting videos at least once a week on average, which is great. That's enough to keep a channel moving organically. Ron's Keto Cafe is coming up right now, another creator that's going to help us with a healthy eating, healthy living, particularly when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And we'll see what he's got going on. He's got recipes on his channel. He's on frequently. I caught him for a live stream again the other day. I'm just going to take his latest video. He's lost way more than 100 pounds. He talks about that on his About page and could talk to us about the weight loss aspects of a healthy diet like keto. Lots of recipes, like I said, lots of conversation, lots of stories to be told here. And Ron's Keto Cafe is with us here in Tuber Chat frequently. He's got live streams. Like I said, I caught him the other day. I've caught him occasionally. You know, we all do as much as we can to keep caught up with each other, but we've always got notification bells on for every single channel as well. When you look at his About page, you'll get an idea about what to expect. So there you go. He's taken off more than 100 pounds doing keto and much more than 124 weeks now. But he talks about that throughout his videos as well. He needs hours also, so Ron's Keto Cafe might be somebody to reach out to for watch hours. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is here. If anybody would like, if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Did we see DJ's family, friends, and travels and more? Or did I accidentally wipe them off the wheel here somehow? Pardon me, we would have looked at it like 5 minutes ago. For the life of me, I can't remember. I wonder if one of the moderators happened to notice. Did we put up DJ's family? Did I put their channel up? Or am I losing my mind over here? Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is up right now. Let's see what they've got going on. They've got a dollar yarn haul. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is here with us frequently. They do crochet, sewing, painting, drawing, gardening, thrifting, and travel. They're open to the idea of trying new things. They'll share that with us on their channel. We get a chance to get to know her. As well, we'll get into shorts on the channel, and we see that these have moved into getting into almost 800 views on one of them. So these always grow as we post more and more. Hopefully that will continue, and we'll see more from her. Yeah, thank you, Scratch and PPA. I don't know what on earth is going on in my head right now. I just want to make sure we haven't left anybody out. So, if there's anything that I've missed in the chat, like a question or a comment that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. The Stock Explorer's up right now. This is Nora, and this is a creator we talked about earlier, because lottery ticket scratching is something that's a huge genre and category. We've seen a few lottery ticket scratching channels today. That's just one new thing that the Stock Explorer's been doing frequently to expand the content on the channel. Typically what Nora's going to talk to us about, though, is the stock market and crypto markets. They do that in a level-headed and down-to-earth way, and they do that through everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading, NFTs. They often have product in hand, and I've seen this creator go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product from the company, and then unbox that product on a live stream. Sometimes there are charts and graphs for us to see on the channel. Sometimes it's friendly conversation, so much that they do StreamYard panels we'll see on their live stream tab. But I've also joined them on their channel, and they had me join them as well, for which I was grateful on Garden State Gardener a while back as well. This creator's doing well with shorts, getting into 3,600 views and beyond. One of them still moving at 8,000. And then here's the live streams, lots of lottery ticket scratch battles that they've got going on. But like I said, lots of friendly conversations. StreamYard panels they have frequently as well. And we'll see what comes up with them in the new year. Now, Nora's got a second channel called Tropical Buzz, and this is where they seek to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they'll grow themselves. They're working on 300 subscribers over here, and Nora has got some shorts also. They happen to be in Florida, so they've got quite an extensive growing season. 700 views on the shorts. As they post more and more, we'll see more and more from them. They're here as a member and a moderator, and all the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. So when you visit their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel. The Stock Explorer is officially on the road to 2K. They're getting pretty close, and they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We'll look at Henry Nelson in a quick second, another popular name for a channel, so it might take us a second to find them. I usually do it through my filters here, letting YouTube know that I want a channel, but I'll put their handle in the chat for everybody as well if you need to copy that or type that out. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. We'll be back on Saturday at 2 p.m., same time as it was today, and then in the new year we're going to change things up a little bit, so I hope you'll read our updated video description. Henry Nelson has got 312 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 we know they're going to be thinking about. They let us know they're no expert by any means, but they do live on a farm, so they bring us a lot of nature and wildlife videos here, usually very short. I'm just going to take one of the latest two. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them myself. They got some shorts on the channel as well, a little bit more of the same, but we get into 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and almost even 7,000 views on these shorts videos. So hopefully everybody will connect with Henry Nelson, and thank you again. By the time we get here on Saturday, it'll be time to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their Christmas holidays. Thank you to our moderators. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out, and we'll see you in a couple days. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.